Hello students, welcome in my class. I'm going to start chapter 2nd of Beehive and this is part 2. And the name of the chapter is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. As you know, the title of the chapter, The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Shehnai is a musical instrument and Bismillah Khan was a famous Shehnai player. Okay, he was the king Shehnai player, king of Shehnai. So, this chapter is about him. First of all, the introduction of chapter. When we think about Shehnai, the first thing we imagine is a wedding or any other auspicious occasion. And the next thing we think is that Bismillah Khan, Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was the king of Shehnai, means he used to play Shehnai in very good manner, impressive manner. This is the story of first, there are two parts actually. First part, how the Shehnai originated, and in next part we will know about the life history of Bismillah Khan. So it is about Shehnai now. So there was an emperor Aurangzeb. He had band playing of musical instrument called pungi. Okay, Shehnai was earlier pungi. And as you know, in royal residence, in royal palace, different kind of musical instruments are played. But Aurangzeb did not like pungi. Okay, earlier there was one instrument and it was pungi. So Aurangzeb did not like it and he had banned it to play in his residence. And pungi is, it's noise maker, just like noise maker. Whenever someone talk too much and this type of noise someone create, we often say don't play your pungi. So it was just like noise maker. Pungi was like a noise maker, and many people thought that maybe one day it will be revived, and it happened. A barber of a family of professional musicians. Okay, there was a family. They were barber by caste, and the family members were professional musicians. Although only by caste they were barber, but they were professional musicians, and they used to go to royal palace also. Okay, they were barber, but their profession was music, and they used to go to royal palace also. They decided to improve the tonal quality of pungi. Okay, pungi, which was considered as noise maker. So the barber family, which was professional musicians family, they decided to improve its tonal quality, and then they started to do work for it. First of all, they chose a pipe with natural hollow stem. Means they chose a wooden piece which has naturally blank place between. Means you can see bamboo. Bamboo has natural hollow in it. So they chose a natural hollow stem, and It was broader and longer than natural pungi. Okay, earlier the instrument was pungi, and the pipe they have taken, the wooden piece they have taken was broader and longer than the pungi. And then they made 7 holes on its body. Okay, the pipe they have chose, they made 7 holes also on its body, just like the flute. You can see there become 7 holes in the flute body, and just like that they made 7 holes on the body of that pipe, and they played it on. They, while they were playing, they close and open some of the holes. Okay, sometime while they were playing, sometime they were closing one, sometime they were closing another and opening also. And while they were doing this, soft and melodious sound was produced. Okay, soft and melodious. The sound of that instrument they improved was very soft and melodious. Here are pictures of pungi and shehnai. You can see the pictures. And it was played, the instrument, improvised instrument was played in the royal residence, okay, before the king. As it was having very sweet and melodious sound, everyone was impressed there. Okay, when people heard it, listened it, they became very happy. And it was so different from pungi. And now it was different from pungi. That's why a new name had to be decided for it. Okay, एक इसको नया नाम दिया जाना चाहिए था, because it was different from pungi. So people decided to give it a new name, and there is a story for its name. Okay, why the shehnai and how the shehnai got its name, you will know in this story. And the story is, because it was first played in Shah's chamber. Shah is called king. Okay, king is called Shah. And that's why it was played in king's chamber, and it was played by a barber. Barber is called nai. Okay, because it was played by a barber and it was played in Shah's chamber, that's why the instrument was named as Shehnai. Shah from king and Nai who improved it. Okay, and that's why the instrument called Shehnai. Okay, here are the pictures of pungi and shehnai. First one is pungi and second one shehnai. Now the sound of the shehnai began to be considered auspicious. As we can say, I have told you earlier also, the sound of shehnai is considered auspicious. Auspicious means शुभ, जो हम अच्छे प्रोग्राम्स में बजाते हैं. And for this reason it is still played in temples and in an inseparable component of any North Indian wedding. Because it is considered auspicious, that's why it is played in temples and in North Indian weddings. It is compulsory to play shehnai in North Indian weddings. In past time, in ancient time, Shehnai was part of Nawat. Okay, in ancient time, Shehnai was part of Nawat. Nawat means nine musical instruments, and nine musical instruments were played in king's courts. Okay, राजा के दरबार में nine instruments were played. These were called Nawat. And in earlier time, when kings king was having the rule on our country, so they used to play these nine instruments in their royal courts. Till recently, it was only used in temples and weddings. Okay, because Shehnai was only played in temples and in weddings, but later it became very popular on classical stage also. And the credit to bring it on classical stage goes to Bismillah Khan. Okay, classical stage means when we have music concerts. Okay, earlier Shehnai was played in only temples and weddings. Later, Bismillah Khan started to play Shehnai in music conferences also. Okay, he brought it onto the classical stage, and this credit to bring it onto the classical stage to Shehnai goes to only and only Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was the man who brought it in front of public. Okay, so everyone could hear it live.